Hi, I'm Laura, here with Sora, who's about to have her first body talk session. So first up, I need to find out what's going on with Sora.
So, in my life, let's see, recently, about a month ago, I started having a weirdness in my leg, in my left leg. Basically, there's almost like a vibration tingly feeling on my calf, and then in my hip joint, it kind of has this weird. And then in my life, where do we begin? I've started my own business, and so there's a lot of stress involved with that. I have all of this creativity, and I'm so excited, and I have all this information I want to share. But then when it comes to actually writing it down into a format of content that people can actually read and enjoy, I have a hard time. I get stuck. I get writer's block. So I stop.
Right. You know, it's an interesting thing when we get these like blocks of how much to push through, and you know, what are the things that need to shift in order for us to be able to flow through.
When I get that feeling of being stuck, I start losing my energy level, and I get very tired and lethargic, and I'm not motivated to do anything. Get to that yoga class or go on that walk, and so sometimes I get too much in my head and not out of it.
So now how do we actually go about changing that? I keep talking to you, you know, I could probably give you some cool advice, but you probably know it already, and that's not necessarily getting to underlying factors of why she's stuck in the first place. So we're going to actually have a chat with your body's intelligence and ask it what needs to be improved. So if you can imagine for a moment, your body is this system of energy, which is actually not so far-fetched. You actually are a system of energy. And you've got all of these parts inside of you, you know, your organs, your endocrines, your body parts, and then you've got all of these systems. So right now, you're digesting. We're just digesting our lovely breakfast that we had. You're breathing, I hope. You're producing new cells, new DNA, the blood is spiraling through your veins and arteries, there's osmosis going on, you're absorbing the nutrients from your food, there's just billions and billions of stuff going on. That intelligence that's governing all of that, and if you didn't have it, you wouldn't be alive, has to be constantly seeing that big picture and making adjustments based on the bigger picture. So if our bodies have this natural intelligence, like why do we get these symptoms? Why is it that you have this pain in your leg? You know, and I could say, well, maybe you did something in yoga class or you strained something. But really then, you know, why didn't you do that to the other leg? And why now and not then? So a symptom is the last stage of a whole bunch of communication breakdowns, let's say. So I, described this system with all of these things happening simultaneously. So that's a lot of communication that needs to happen instantly. It's like they're all logged into the net, and somebody's computer starts to fail, and somebody else's computer starts to fail, and suddenly the parts stop being able to log on and get online and know their job.
There's a breakdown in the network.
There's a breakdown, exactly. And so why does this happen? Well, if I would give you a knock, you're going to be like, whoa. So some kind of stress, some kind of impact. And this isn't just stress that maybe is going on now. This could be from your whole lifetime. I mean, and before, when you're in your mum's tummy, I'm sure it's kind of stressful. I hadn't done it, but giving birth, having a baby, and then your journey out into the world, that can be pretty stressful. And then through our lifetime, we experience all kinds of stress, the food that we eat, and the cell phones, and people's emotions, and interactions with people, and just the planet. Obviously, you can't take away your stress, but we want to be able to move to a place where the body is able to recognize it as such and kind of move through it. When we have a stressful situation, it's like you plug too many plugs into the plug socket and the fuses start to blow. So then this amazing communication network stops being able to do that, and then at a certain point, after you've had enough of those breakdowns, you get a symptom. So it's no point saying, okay, well, you have this symptom, I'm just gonna patch it up. because that hasn't got to the root of what the symptom is. And so in order for us to do that, we need to ask your intelligent body what's going on. So we're going to ask the body not where the problem is. We love looking for problems.
We do.
We're going to throw out that concept out the window. We're going to ask her body what the priority is.